What's up, everyone? It's Dave Mormon here. I thought we'd do something a little bit different today. I want to actually take about 10 minutes and show you behind the scenes some really cool tools that jobbers now got set up that can really help benefit your exterior cleaning business. You know, I know firsthand how important finding software is for your business, but not just any software. In fact, I actually tried 3 other CRMs prior to selecting Jobber to really be the foundation that I built my entire pressure washing business, Revive Services, on. And so much so I was such a believer of it that we had over 8,300 contacts in that business before I exited it last year. And so I want to kind of show you behind the scenes some of these tools, including how to actually do email outreach to your customers properly, as well as generate referrals and also get a simple website together. I'm going to show you a little bit of those dials and how everything works. And I think there'll be some pretty sweet takeaways for you on this one. All right, so follow me. Okay, so welcome here to my Jobber dashboard. I'm going to take a few minutes and just give you a little bit of a behind the scenes tour. And today I'm not going to nerd out as much on, how to make a client and how to make a quote. Jobber functions very much as a simple workflow. You can literally take your requests that come in over here. You can move them along into quotes, into jobs, and ultimately into invoices. And what was really key with my cleaning business was actually taking deposits. And so when we would send out an estimate, we would ask for a 50% deposit before the client could actually book into our schedule. And that was a really great way for us to control our cash flow. You can see down here, Jobber will show you your receivables, right? And for cleaning business owners that don't actually collect deposits or keep a credit card on file, they can actually get into some hot water where some receivables can get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. And I'm sure you know how that feels as a business owner. It really is tough. So I just wanted to make note of that. And then the Jobber schedule is like really simple to use as well. I've just went here and just made an example job here coming up, which shows, you can click into it and you can kind of see exactly what you're doing. You can track your labor, your expenses, to the job too, which is really great. And as you start running multiple crews, you can get this calendar all set up with your crews to see, where they are and what types of jobs they're doing, which is super cool. But the main thing that I wanted to kind of show you today is all around here in the Jobber marketing suite. And I'm going to actually show you a demo in just a couple minutes of how to actually go ahead and send a campaign. But before I do that, I just want to touch on a couple of these features. A lot of cleaning business owners, when they're new or getting going, they don't even have a website yet. And so Jobber's taken the onus here on creating a website inside of your Jobber account, which is just super cool. It's nothing crazy fancy. It's just simple. And that's what a lot of service business owners need, is just a really simple website. You can put in your brand colors, some images, everything. You can get it all set up, which is super great. So you can check that out. Another key thing that I think a lot of owners miss is all around referrals. And I'll show you how this works in the campaign section in sending emails. But you can actually go out today and email your customer list, and it will give them a specific link that they can send to any referrals they have. And then they can actually get credited dollars on their Jobber account, which again, super simple and cool. And then the last one here, I've not set this up, but this is for collecting Google reviews. And this, guys, in growing my cleaning business, these are just gold for our company. When we were done the project, the customer would get sent out a link where they could leave us a Google review. And before I exited my business, we had over 500 of these Google reviews of our happy clients just singing our praises, how happy they were with our service. So you can go ahead and connect your Google business profile as well. Just super simple. But let's kind of get into the back end here. I'm going to show you how a simple campaign works. Again, we just want to keep things super simple. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what we've got here. I'm going to click into this one down here, time for a spring cleanup. Okay. So first things first, you can go ahead and upload your client list right into here. Just super easy. Jobber's going to just grab your contacts that you have over here in this client section. So long as you have permission to actually email them, we'll just click on that. And then I'm going to be editing up the content right down here. Now, this is just pulling my logo just from in settings. If you need to change that, you can go ahead and do that. but I've created just a really simple banner image that I had my team create. So go ahead and put that in right here. So lock in before the rush, lock in while the schedule is still open. Perfect. There's a simple tag right here for client first name. And if you ever need to change variables, like you can just click right here. You can, put in anyone that you like. So I like to keep my emails just simple and to the point, right? It's Dave here with HSBC. Love to get you back on our schedule for busy season. Whether you want to specify, dollar off or percent, I usually keep it pretty open-ended and just say some great promotions for windows, pressure wash, house wash. Usually 3 services is good, so it's not overwhelming. Click for your free quote. Just really simple right there. Click for the free quote. And that looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to click save. And then I can either do a test message, but in this one, I'm going to just go ahead and send this one for our demo. So we'll go ahead and send that right over here. And while it sends, I'll just speak to this as well. Prior to Jobber, because Campaigns has been out now for a couple years, and I got on it right away once it came out. But prior to this, I was actually sending my emails on a platform called MailChimp, which got very expensive for me, over, $500 a month as we had a growing client base. And so one with the Campaigns, there's cost savings automatically because you're going to have to spend money marketing to your customer base, and you're going to need an email platform, an email database to do that. And so I really liked using Jobber because one, there's cost savings, but here's the other thing. We had really good open rates on our emails as well. They would end up in the primary inbox, which was ideal. And we would find clients would actually open them so much, like we would have usually 60% open rates was not uncommon, which we did not see that in MailChimp. So I just wanted to point that out as well is kind of a key thing. Perfect. So that just got sent right down here. So I'm going to now jump onto my email because I was the customer and I want to show you the back end, kind of what it looks like for a customer. So, okay. So here we are in the inbox, and this is what it looks like exactly for your customer to get an email campaign that you send through Jobber for your business. So you can see the nice banner there. Really simple greeting, just like we all typed up. And then you've got the request a quote. So this is what's going to happen when that customer goes ahead and clicks on this. Is just really simple. They can put in any information here that they're looking for, and they can put in availability, and then they can even put any images, right? That's a really cool way. They can put up to 10 images that they can actually describe the project that they're looking for in a little bit of detail. And once they go ahead and submit that, I'll just do like a test right here just to show you. Day would be tomorrow. Another day would be, let's say, next Tuesday, anytime. And let's put in one image just for fun. Let's put in that picture there of me. All right. There we go. So that is sent off. And now I'll show you what that looks like when we come back into our Jobber over here. All right. So I'm in Jobber here, and you can see this notification just popped up, right? So this is going to be a request coming in right here from myself. And we click on that. And it's going to show you exactly here what the prospect there submitted, any information, and then even image of the work, which is super cool. So that's where I kicked off the video showing you this is where things are going to start. The requests, and we move them to a quote, to a job, and to an invoice. So that's super cool. One more thing I want to show you just in Campaigns is the power of the referrals there, right? And I just want to show you, this is one that's just set up and kind of templatized for you here. But if you click view campaign, this is what it looks like for a customer case. So each customer is going to get a custom link that Jobber's created, and you can set up however much money you want to have the customer get credited when they send out their custom link to a friend. And this is just a great one when you have a cleaning business because, neighbors all know each other, family, friends, etc. Everyone needs windows cleaned or pressure washing done. So this is just a great way to kind of gamify it a little bit, add in some fun, but also add in some savings for your customers, which are great as well. And so I just wanted to make mention of that there on the referrals. All right, y'all. So that's it. I promised you simplicity and a short 10-minute video showing you some of these tools, and that's exactly what you get. And so if you want to go ahead and check out Jobber so you can too run a simple, streamlined, profitable business, I want you to go ahead and check out the link below in the description where you can not just get a free trial, but you can also get 20% off your Jobber subscription for the next 6 months. If you want to build a business like I did so you can truly have a life outside of it, then go ahead and build your business with Jobber. All right, everyone, take care and hope you have a great rest of your day.